Alright, should be live now. Gonna be playing some Ball Pit. Ball X Pit, depending on how you want to go about saying it. Anyway, I want to play until I get Nosferatu unlocked, because that's kind of the thing I've been working on lately. So, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. First, make sure that the stream is live. Love to see it. Let's see, how are the audio levels? It's kind of hard to tell. I could probably stand to turn down the music slightly. That's okay. Okay, get my chat all out here so I can see that if anybody wants to say anything. Can't remember if I've got my audio set up on the stream.
Test.
Yes, I do. Okay, good. Okay, cool. Right, where was I? Need to get Nosferatu. And the way that I need to get Nosferatu, hang on, let me look it up, is... Let me pull it up. It involves combining, I think, 3 different evolved balls. Balls. Let's see, you need the Vampire Lord, the Mosquito King, and the Spider Queen. And then once you have all those, you can combine them into the Nosferatu ball. So, you're going to need a total of the Vampire, Bleed, or Dark. And that's going to make Vampire Lord. Then you're going to need a Broodmother and a Vampire to make the Mosquito Queen, or the Mosquito King, rather. Then you're going to need another Broodmother plus an Egg Sac to make the Spider Queen. And I have not had a whole lot of luck with it yet. I've gotten close, but haven't gotten it completely. That being said, I do have some of the upgrades that will make it significantly easier to do it. I do need to upgrade some of these buildings in order to make sure that it's as easy as possible, but I've got some of the other things. Okay, anyway, let's go ahead and get into a run here. I've uploaded 10 episodes of this series, by the way, just in case you guys were a little curious as to where I'm at. So we could start with a couple things here. We could start with the cohabitants. We could start with Flagellant. I think I'm going to go with Flagellant. So Flagellant plus the cohabitants might be a good idea. Well, the Spendthrift might also work, just because they start with Vampire. But I think I'm going to go with cohabitants and the Flagellant. I really like the Flagellant. He's one of my favorite characters. Yeah, but I think we're going to go with this. So this will get us Spider Queen automatically. And then from there, we need to play until we get, I think, Vampire for one of our first picks. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. And as far as what stage I'm going to play on, I don't know. I don't know if it matters that much. It's not like we need to win the run. But I guess we'll just play on Boneyard. Yeah, that's fine. We can move around the stages if we so choose. Okay. Oh, we did get Vampire right off the bat. Lucky us. Now, this would work with Vampire or the the bleed, but I'm going to go with the vampire because it works for Mosquito Queen, or the Mosquito King. I don't know why I keep saying Mosquito Queen. The Mosquito King or Vampire Lord. So we need to also get a bleed or dark. So wish I could take all of these, but we can't. Now the thing that makes it so much easier for us to get it with this character, the slot that I'm using right now, is that we have 5 balls total that we can get. So that'll make it a little bit easier to deal with. As far as this is concerned, it doesn't really matter what we pick, but I guess I'll take the baby rattle. Sure. Okay, so let's go ahead and slow it down a little bit here. And yeah, we're just going to be waiting for our upgrades and stuff like that. Oh, the bleed is perfect. Yes. Bleed plus Vampire. Okay, that's Vampire Lord taken care of. So we've got Vampire Lord and Spider Queen taken care of. Now we just need another Broodmother and another Vampire. And we'll be good to go. So the first opportunity we get to fusion, we will be able to take care of that. So I'm not going to take anything I don't need, because I want to try and guarantee this. It's a great start. If I get this in the first run, that's going to be really funny. Okay, so here's Spider Queen. Check that off the list. Theoretically, we've already got Vampire Lord taken care of, as long as I don't make a mistake. We just need to get our Vampire up a level, and we'll be good to go. So I'm not going to use any of my rerolls or anything right now. So I think I'm just going to go with Gem Spring. Why not? And again, it doesn't really matter if we win the run, so to speak. It's more just... yeah. Okay. You're not giving me what I want. I want to level up my Vampire and my Bleed, is the thing. So... but I really don't want to reroll this stuff. I can banish things. Banishing things is fine. But I guess I'll just level up Spider Queen, and we'll use the fusion reactor to get the level ups. Okay. Just gotta level up the bleed, and then I'll get Vampire Lord taken care of. If we see another Broodmother or an egg sac, we need to take it. They want to give me passives, apparently. Maybe I should just take all the passives that I can for the time being. Just to fill up the passive slots, so that way I can get the, oh, I should have taken that dark. Well, actually, no, I don't need dark anymore. That's fine. So that's okay. That was not a misplay. Gem Spring is an interesting passive. Okay, there's Broodmother. I do need one of those, because we need to make the Mosquito Queen, or Mosquito King. I keep saying it. There we go. Okay. That's one part of it. We need to get a level up on our bleed. Okay, we don't want to do that. Okay, not a level up on our bleed. They just do not want to level up our bleed. Lucky us, I guess. Come on. I'll take a hand fan, though. Hand fan's pretty cool. You know, maybe I was underestimating Gem Spring. It's not bad. Free experience. Okay, I don't really want any of these balls. So I guess we'll just take hand fan again. We'll slow down the boss a little bit. Not like it's going to last very long, but we'll slow down the boss. Yeah, already did. Love to see it. Now, if I could get a level up into bleed, perfect. Okay, so now I can take this, and we can evolve into. I think we want to go with Vampire Lord. Yes. Okay. So now we need to get an egg sac. So we can get, or no, we need, No, yeah, we need a vampire. We need another vampire. So, at this point, now I would like to start banishing balls that I don't want. And we're going to try and re-roll into a vampire. And if we get it, great. If we don't, it's all going to be luck. So you know what? I'm going to take this first. Let's level up our passives that we've got to get them out of the pool for selection. This is going pretty well, though, I think. You know, Gem Spring might not be a terrible choice, also for the fact that it gets rid of one of the enemies that spawned, you know? So it's like it's one less enemy to spawn. Oh, there's Egg Sac. Dude, no, that's not what we need. We need Vampire, which is not any of these, obviously. So, we're going to take this, just to get that out of the way. We'll take this. Okay, that's fully leveled up, so now that shouldn't show up in the pool anymore. So now it's just use our rerolls and hope we get lucky. It's going to be ridiculous if I get this in the first try. Because I was trying for quite a while to get this the other day. Like, at least 5 or 6 runs. We did it! Okay. Yeah, Broodmother plus Vampire, that's gonna get us Mosquito King. Oh my god. Of course we do it in the first run. Of course we do it in the first run. That's exactly what I thought was gonna happen. Okay, no, we don't want to fuse. Only one level, that sucks, but we've still got the second boss to get to. You know, I meant to make this a long stream, but I guess it just wasn't meant to be. I guess we'll do something else. So yeah, I could pick anything else, I guess. I don't know. Lightning? Sure. I don't know. At this point, it doesn't matter that much. We just need to level up our... Or actually, no, we don't even need to level up Vampire because it's already level 3. Oh yeah, I've got the passive that makes it so that when you pick up anything, or when you get a new ball... Okay. Here's Mosquito King. This is ridiculous. I did not mean for this to go by in the first... the first attempt. Oh well. Okay. Now we just need to get another fusion, which I think we're still owed, like, 2 or 3 of them. You know, I think the Gem Springs really helped out, actually. Okay. Surprisingly. Can you tell why I like Flagellant, though? It just falls everywhere. I love it. Don't quote me out of context with that. Love it. In fact, let's just speed things up a little bit. Yeah, the Gem Spring, not too bad. You get a lot of extra experience with it. Take a Cell, sure. I like Cell. Okay, no. Should have waited a second there. Oh well. We'll get another fusion by the time this is up. Man, could you imagine if I didn't? I went through all this. That was the misplay right there. That would have been terrible. I guess we'll see. I'm pretty sure we're going to get at least 1 or 2 more after this, the second boss. So, if we don't, well, that was the biggest misplay of my life, and we'll keep going. sure we're not going to lose. So, yeah. We're just biding our time. Hoping that I didn't mess up. At least we can make a little bit of money while we're here. There it is. Evolution. And here's Nosferatu. I did it in the first run. Let's go. Ridiculous. Streamer luck. Nosferatu. There's the trophy. Spawns a vampire bat each bounce. Vampire bats fly towards a random enemy, dealing damage on hit, turning into a vampire lord. Oh, cool. Alright. There they go. Oh, holy crap! Let's appreciate this for a second. God damn! Woo! It's a lot. It also works on the gem springs, too. That's pretty funny. As far as turning into vampire bats and vampire lords and all that. That's pretty funny. Okay, cool. Speed it back up. So yeah, that's Nosferatu. In one run. Love to see it. First run. God damn. When it starts going, it starts going. It's pretty good. Alright, level 3. I could combine Vampire Lord with Cell. Like, fuse it. We're not going to get another thing, but that would be nutty. Alright, boss, you're pretty much already dead?
Oh hey oh.
Hey hey. Muffin McFluffin. How's it going? Funnily enough, if you clicked on this stream to see me get Nosferatu and spend a million years to get it, I already got it on the first attempt. I'm gonna keep playing, but
Hang in there. What's this game?
this is Ball Pit. This is a Brick Breaker style roguelite, and if you haven't seen anything on it yet, I think it's really good. Pretty much, you're these little characters that you can control, and it's kind of a twin-stick shooter setup on how you shoot your little balls. And name of the game is Synergies. So you get balls with different effects, and you can combine them, and they all play off of each other very, very well. And yeah, it's got also a very nice aesthetic to it. But okay, there you go. Cool, did it. Nosferatu, first run. I was not planning on that happening.
Digging the art aesthetic.
Oh yeah, it's really good. And one of the cool things, if you really like pixel art and town builders and stuff like that, all the buildings and stuff are all really well animated, and these are all things you unlock and stuff like that, but they're all very unique with how they do everything. They've all got little like pixel art animations to them and stuff like that, and they're all very nice. You can tell that they put a lot of love and care into it. So let's go ahead and harvest here. And, I don't know, let's just go in a random direction. Grab all the stuff. Cool. Alright. Well, I did what I wanted to do, so I guess we'll just play. I've got a few episodes of this on my channel, but I think on the channel, the farthest I got was the embedded for character unlocks, so I played quite a bit. I guess we should just focus on clearing stages, right? Alright, so co-inhabitants, or the cohabitants, they haven't beaten Fungal Forest yet. Who else hasn't beaten Fungal Forest? Cogitator hasn't. Let's go ahead and take you and you. Let's go to the Fungal Forest. bunch of stages you can go through, different enemies and stuff like that. But the general loop is Brick Breaker. It's pretty good. The Cogitator picks all your stuff for you, so you got to be a little bit not careful, but you have to be comfortable with letting the chips kind of land stuff like that. Like vampire? Okay. I'm okay with the vampire, sure. You can slow down time, or speed up and slow down time. This is 1x speed. I like to play around 2x speed. Depends on what I'm doing. But I think it's easier to kind of tell what's happening from the viewer perspective if I'm playing on 2x speed. So 3x speed is fine if you're just trying to get through runs and stuff like that. But yeah. Anyway, let's take this guy out. I have no idea if we're gonna actually win this run, to be honest. This isn't exactly an optimal setup for characters that you play with. Because, again, I can't choose what my upgrades are, but it's pretty fun. Got an evolution? Ah, leech, okay. Sure thing, Cogitator, why not? Get a leech. So this one attaches to enemies and deals bleed over time. The way bleed works is when a target is bled, they are given stacks of bleed, and then any subsequent hits will do extra damage. So, it's alright. It's pretty good if you have like a baby ball build. But yeah, if you have any questions as far as the game is concerned, feel free to ask. I'll try to answer as best as I can.
Not to change the topic too much, but I'm the one who commented earlier regarding the Oddsparks logic gates. Ah,
okay, sweet. Yeah, no. I actually was just in Oddsparks a minute ago.
Just happened to see you were live.
Well, happened to be live at a great time then, I suppose. Thanks for that comment, by the way. Yeah, the flip-flop gates, that's one of those things that I haven't really gotten into very much. Mostly because I haven't seen a need to experiment with them, which, you know, it might be my bad, I don't know. But, yeah, I just haven't really seen a need. Maybe it's just because I take the other logic issues that I have and kind of go with different things involving them. I don't know. It is what it is. But, yeah. What do we have? Oh, I don't really know if I want Assassin, but sure. Sure, I'll take Assassin. We could work on the back line, I guess. So yeah, I was playing Oddsparks a little bit ago. I was setting up my Lomi Sparks to make Stellar Ice. So, got that all set up. I didn't record it for an episode or anything. I'm going to be probably recording more episodes of Oddsparks this weekend. I gotta get my backlog back up and going, you know? So, probably work on that a little bit.
TBH, I'm pretty sure it's mostly useful for people who want to do advanced stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no. It's not one of those...
Like myself, currently building a processor XD.
Oh, nice. Yeah, no, it's definitely one of those... It's there if you want to use it, but it's not entirely necessary, which is fine. As far as automation games are concerned and getting into all that stuff, next month I'm going to be playing Satisfactory when that comes out. That's probably going to require me to go into more of the specifics in terms of logistics for automation gaming and stuff like that. We'll see how much I really go into it. From what I understand, though, Satisfactory is more on the logistics and efficiency. So, yeah. Not too dissimilar from, you know, your regular kind of stuff as far as automation is concerned, but yeah.
Not sure, never played it, was always more of a Factorio player.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest difference, obviously, between Factorio and Satisfactory is just the perspective of the camera, which you know that. Obviously, you know that. But, you know, there's the logistics that come with that extra plane of movement. But yeah, I don't know. Something about this game. If you really like roguelites, I don't know if you like roguelites, Muffin, but you don't mind if I call you Muffin, do you? But yeah, this one, I don't know. There's something about it. It's grabbed me and it has not let go. Really been enjoying my time with it. To the point where I played off camera more than the series has gone, obviously. And it would be a little awkward if I continued the series because I've made so much progress off camera. I mean, it's probably not that big a deal. People just want to see like crazy builds and, you know, how far you can take the game and stuff like. Oh, hey, new evolution.
All good. I did enjoy quite a bit of Enter the Gungeon back in the day.
Oh yeah, Enter the Gungeon was a great one. I suck at it, but I had a lot of fun with Gungeon. What does Succubus do? Each hit has a 4% chance of charming the enemy for 9 seconds. Heals 1 when hitting a charmed enemy. Oh, okay. I mean, that's fine, I guess. I've taken a little bit of damage. I could probably afford to have some healing going. Yeah, I don't know. There's something about this one. Some people have been complaining that Ball Pit has been a little bit shoved down their throats and stuff like that, and I get that. It's one of those indie darlings that's come out, and it's taken a lot of streamers and YouTube content creators by storm, and they've just been uploading it constantly, I feel like. But I don't know. I think it's worth the hype. Oh, that's an interesting combo. Leech Assassin. Yeah. So Assassin passes through blocks.
About any of that, this is the first I've heard of it.
Yeah.
Looks pretty neat though.
You know, that's the funny part when it comes to this game from what I've heard. It's either everybody's heard everything they could possibly ever want about this game, or they haven't heard anything at all. There's no in between. It's been a little funny. I'm definitely in the camp of this game rocks, and I love the innovation that's come about it. So, I'm really enjoying it, obviously. Oh man, we could get the Holy Laser upgrade if we're careful about things. But yeah, this one's all about synergies.
Always sick to see a new combination of weird genres.
I know, right? I love weird genre combinations. I feel like the reason why this one really kind of took off with me personally is just because it feels like every time you unlock something or every time you get a little bit further into it, they completely change the rules of what you would expect of this genre. And they do that with the characters you can unlock and the buildings that you can unlock that change the gameplay. I'll show you one of the characters.
Did a game jam once about mixing random genres, and we did a farming sim mixed with tower defense.
Farming sim mixed with tower defense. That reminds me of what was Atomic Crop? Crop Atomic or something like that? That reminds me a lot of that. Where you would get upgrades. It was a roguelite, obviously, and as the days go on, you would plant crops, and as you plant crops, you would get new abilities and guns and stuff like that. And they had some tower defense stuff with that. It wasn't a pure tower defense, but yeah, that one was a lot of fun. I wasn't very good at it, unfortunately. Look at this. We got 4 evolved balls. Our balls are so strong. The balls! Yeah. Very good. Still have 1 slot for a passive. Oh, actually, you know what? I always forget. I keep forgetting. We actually have room for 5 balls.
The game we made wasn't very good, but was neat.
You know what? All you need is a good concept, and then the polishing comes later. You know? You could do a lot with a farming sim tower defense, depending on how you want to... Well, I guess it kind of depends on what you want to lean into, right? As far as your core gameplay is concerned. If you want to lean into the farming sim, you can work with that. You know? Just kind of depends. Then there's always the question of, you know, how do you make it different, right?
The genre combo I really wanted to try was stealth with sports.
Stealth sports. Ninja soccer. Or ninja football.
My idea was ninjas playing tennis.
Ooh, ninja tennis. Okay, ninja tennis. That would be interesting. You could do stuff with substitutions. It really depends also what kind of ninjas you're talking about. Are you talking like Naruto ninjas? Are you talking historically accurate ninjas? That would be one of the things that would be a consideration. I figure you'd probably want to go with the more fantastical approach to ninjas, a la Naruto and, you know, stuff like that.
More like Mark of the Ninja style.
Oh, Mark of the Ninja. Ooh. That's much more hardcore than I thought it was going to be. I thought you were going to lean more into some of that other stuff, but man, that could be interesting. Yeah. Just thinking about some of the little possibilities that would go with that. What other sports would work well with stealth in terms of a concept? Dodgeball. Oh man, ninja dodgeball? That would be sick.
We only had 3 days so couldn't do much, but the core concept would be like dodging spotlights.
Dodging spotlights in tennis. So you would only be able to receive the ball, you know, potentially in the light or outside of the light. That would be fun. Multiplayer or single player? I would imagine single player for ease of development.
Not only for ease of development but also ease of getting reviews.
Fair, yeah. That is one of those things you would have to definitely consider. Because it's like, if you're only multiplayer with it, you would obviously need 2 times the players, and that's a bar of entry that's a lot harder to pass nowadays, I feel like. Most people don't really play co-op. Especially, you know, split-screen co-op. It's a thing of the past. But I mean, tennis with single-player works just fine. What kind of balancing concessions do you have to make as far as balancing for single-player tennis? Like, what's the review process of that look like?
Without easy netcode, then we'd have to do split screen, and not many people will take time to get a friend over.
Exactly. It's just not the same. Not everybody's got siblings and friends that are willing to travel. I mean, everybody's online nowadays, so the ease of entry of, you know, playing video games and stuff like that is a lot easier to talk people into, but you know, people are living all over the country now, you know, especially if you're talking about just one region like the U.S., you know, but, yeah. Anyway, let's just send these guys out. This is kind of a crappy harvest, actually. Actually, with all this set up, it's actually more impressive that I didn't get anything. I'm going to go with that. Okay, so let's talk about some of the stuff that they implemented with the characters that changed the gameplay that I think really, really sets this apart from some of the other roguelites. They did some stuff with this, like, okay, this character, for instance, the Shade. Instead of shooting balls from your character, you shoot from the back. So you actually shoot from the back line. It's pretty cool. Let's see. Flagellant obviously makes it so that balls bounce off of all the screen instead of hitting the bottom of the screen. Juggler, you actually throw the balls up in the air, and then they will hit the ground and then start bouncing around. The one that really changes things up is the Tactician, and we'll play a run as just a Tactician. What haven't you cleared? You haven't cleared snow area? Okay, let's go in the snow area. So the Tactician makes this a turn-based game. I know what you're thinking. How the hell does that work? I'll show you.
Oh, now the juggler only works if he sucks at juggling.
Exactly. Pretty much, yeah. He's just a super second-rate juggler. But, okay, so this is the Tactician. Let's take Pressure Valve. Pressure Valve's good. So the way the Tactician works is you can move wherever you want. You can aim wherever you want like this. Enemies are obviously standing still. You have to choose how to shoot, like this. And then the enemies will get, a cell to move forward. So if I'm, next to an enemy, too close, and I make a wrong move, they'll come and hit me. So yeah, it's just, this is turn-based now. It's very, very, very interesting how they implemented some of these things. And let's take, I'm curious how Archer's Effigy is going to work. So the way this one, the Effigy works for this game is they'll spawn friendly units at the bottom of the screen, and they'll move up and have various effects.
Yeah, that is pretty interesting.
Right? Super interesting. When I unlocked this character, I was like, holy crap, how the hell does that work? And it works surprisingly well. So if I want to get a steep angle on this character, or on this shot, right, to bounce it further and stuff like that, I would have to be careful where I position myself, because, if I shoot from here, then next turn this guy is going to come up and hit me. So I'd have to, move over here and do it like this. Right? So it's like you gotta think a little bit about how you want to set up your shots. It's very, very cool. I really, really enjoy it. And then it's also kind of fun in this stage because these characters spawn with shields, so you have to be a little bit careful how you shoot. You know what? I think Dynamite could be good. Okay, so our little Archer's Effigy is spawned at the bottom of the screen now. You can see him there. Here's our little explosive guy that we just summoned in. So you have to take into consideration where you shoot, because if I shoot here and kill this enemy, it's going to change the angle of approach on my balls, which is fine. So let's shoot here. That was a gamble. I wasn't sure if we were actually going to kill the one that was right in front of me, but we did. If you shoot fast enough, you can get behind these enemies that actually spawn in. It's kind of funny. Ah, so close. So the effigies and stuff shoot way more when you have this little turn-based thing going on. We want to shoot in a way that will enable the balls that go past this unit to bounce back over to the left. Only one down. Alright, let's just go.
Just barely didn't get hit by that arrow XD.
Oh yeah, these arrows actually can't hit me. They're friendly arrows, but that would have been pretty funny if that had happened, right?
Gotcha.
Yeah, no, I think that would have been pretty funny. I'll take a ghost, why not? We could turn this into an assassin. Oh! Yeah, see, this is a friendly attack. Or this is an enemy attack right here. You can destroy them, some of them, depending on which stage you're in. So I'm going to plan to shoot through this enemy into the next enemy. There we go. Get a steep angle here. This guy's got a lot more HP. Ooh, don't shoot me. Don't appreciate it. So much HP. Ooh, don't shoot me. Oh, let's go. Love it when that happens. something satisfying about this character. Yeah, we could go with freeze with the wraith, perhaps. Okay. Oh, we've hit a bug. I can't shoot, and I can't move. So this character's got a little bit of bugs. I guess we'll just have to abandon this run. Yeah, we're gonna do a quick restart. That's fine. Yeah, so if you are in the middle of transitioning between a level up and a turn, it can kind of get a little bit funky. So.
Ouch, that's a shame.
That's okay. I mean, we didn't really have a whole lot going on in that run, to be honest. That's okay. I'm just trying to shield my embarrassment. Okay. I missed that last one. That's okay. I can go ahead and go 3 times speed here. Speed this up a little bit. Let's go. Ah! Yeah, so that was a bad move, because I just took 20 damage there because of my positioning. I don't think I want Silver Bullet right now. Yeah, I'll take a Brood Mother, sure. Oh, hey, I wasn't expecting to get a clear on that. Let's go for that. Yeah, go for the Brood Mother again. So far, this is the only character I've actually noticed any real bugs or glitches with. I kind of get it, though, just for there's such a change to the gameplay. It's almost unavoidable that something like this would have happened. Okay, we'll take the bomb. The bomb is going to replace 2 of our balls and give us an explosive shot. It's pretty good. Especially if you want to, like, punch a hole.
Out of curiosity, have you noticed bugs with odd sparks?
The biggest problem I've had with odd sparks is just the slowdown with the PS5. But I don't know if I would really call that a bug, more performance limitation. Balls go through enemies and deal 20% damage when hitting them from the side. I don't think I want that right now.
Oh, you're playing it on console?
Yeah, I'm playing it on PS5. So, it's funny. Because I'm playing on PS5, I've had to change how factory layouts have been and go with more compact pathing setups, along with leaning more on trains, because they're less resource intensive. It's kind of funny. If you watched my first season of Oddsparks, you would slowly but surely see my game getting slower and slower and slower.
Fair enough, no shame. I just assumed PC.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, it's a fair assumption. But yeah, no, it's pretty funny to see how I've had to change how I've played, just because of those little issues that I've run into. And I mean, the game's still played, it's just an issue of massive slowdown. But, yeah. Okay, this isn't going to be, like, the best shot in the world. Not terrible. Making progress. Yeah, whatever. Okay, pressure valve. More explosions? Yeah, okay with more explosions. The way pressure valve works is if you kill an enemy, they will explode themselves. How is that not damage? Come on. Come on. Extra damage or extra crit chance?
I've been running into a few bugs with the circuitry, but I think many of them are simply because I'm building circuits many times larger th.
Yeah, larger than they expected. I mean, yeah, no, I've probably heard some of that from the community and all that. One bug that I encountered was it had to deal with loading of cells and how the world loads. So if you have a crossover path with two different types of sparks on it, and the cell loads the wrong way, it'll take one of the sparks that was on one of the intersecting paths, and it'll move it to the other path temporarily and collect resources from that other one. So one of the problems I had with that was I had, this was in my Rocky Spark production, I had sparks being produced, and then I had stone being carried on a path through it, and every once in a while, the sparks that I had carrying Rocky Sparks would go onto the stone path, and they would change resources, and it would screw up my whole everything that I had set up for that entire thing, and it would just be a big, huge bottleneck. So there can be some problems with that.
I wonder if it's when that spark is unloaded/loaded while on the intersection path.
I guarantee that's what it is.
Probably gets confused about which path it should be on.
I guarantee that's what it is, Muffin. I guarantee it. And that's what I figured it was as well. And that also probably had to do with the performance and the updates per second for PlayStation. So it only really started to be a problem after the game started to slow down. So the game probably just couldn't keep up with updating that spark was on that right path. So yeah, it was a whole thing. It was a little annoying, but whatever. It was what it was. Wasn't the end of the world, obviously, but yeah, a little bit of a shame. Let's go with that. That wasn't a great shot, actually. Okay. Go with Cell, I guess. Cell is fine. I like Cell. There we go. Totally meant to do that. Fusion Broodmother. I think this will make it so that the balls spawned by Broodmother also have the effects of Bomb. I mean, sure, why not? Could ruin it. We'll see. Yep, same properties as Bomb, which, I don't know, they're going to explode. I don't know if that's a great thing to combine, to be honest. Probably not, because Broodmother's probably not going to get much of a chance to really do anything. Yeah, that was probably a bust as far as combinations are concerned. But the game lets you do that, and I think that's very nice. The game could have told me, it could have been like, hey, that's a bad idea. But it didn't. And I'm okay with that. Crack on into this. And I'll take a laser. Come on, chat, connect. Killing me. Terrible. Another brood mother? Sure, why not? Ugh. You and your shields. Alright, you're being a problem. I don't like it. Take that. Do I want a radiation beam right now? Sure, why not? So, Muffin, how many times have you restarted your game of Oddsparks? I feel like it's fairly common. If you're still there. I don't know if my stream setup's really working very well right now. Could be running into problems.
Not that many, TBH.
Really? It's kind of surprising. I feel like a bunch of the people I've talked to that have played Oddsparks, they've ended up restarting a whole bunch of times to get new maps and stuff like that. Good for you. How much time have you put into the game?
I played a long time ago and that map no longer exists.
Ah, got it. You know, Silver Bullet would work with the bomb, because it's always gonna not hit on a wall.
Outside of that, I've not restarted for an actual game once.
Ah, maybe it's time to replay again, huh?
Any other restarts were just for sandbox mode and testing with circuits.
That's fair. I've done a bit of that. Not as much as I probably should have. A lot of it's just kind of by the seat of my pants. Feel me? Ooh, careful. It's not,
Oh no, I mean like I've kept continuing the one save since I got back into it.
Oh, okay. Got it. How much time have you got into that save now? This boss is not going to last much longer. What I say? What I say? Let's just take out this group.
Took a while to find the save, 264 hours apparently.
264 hours. Muffin.
Total over 400 in the game.
Damn. It's pretty good. I think that last save that I had on PS5 for that first season was, I don't know, 100 and something? Something like that. Not a whole lot. Enough for the game to start slowing down, though. The funny thing is I just barely got into the Arboretum. So I wasn't even very far. All things considered. I'll take a fusion brood mother with the radiation beam. Should make it so that the spawned balls do
TBH,
radiation.
that's where I'm at as well. Progress has been slowing without steady soil production.
Oh, soil. I didn't even get to the point where I had to worry about that.
And since I was playing more with the circuits...
You know, you probably got way more done with circuitry than I would ever probably do. Wow, that was a shitty shot. Let's bank off of that. Not seeing much on this broodmother radiation combo. That one wasn't so bad. Wow, that one's still not dead, huh?
There's a few things I did with the circuits, but your comments already highlighted a few things.
Yeah, like what? There's more that I want to do with the logic and stuff like that. I haven't... I mean, I've kind of thought about some of the stuff that I've set up, but it's always been kind of ad hoc. Just kind of by the seat of my pants, you know? It's like I was impressed with myself when I set up some of my railways and all that, so not super serious into it.
Using those counters for splitting across more than 3 paths.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah. I don't use the counters very often, to be completely serious. Like you said about the other setup, it's more for people that want to get more advanced into it. But yeah. It's not something I've, like, actively used, I don't think. But the potential's there, you know? I don't want a Vampire Lord? Sure, why not? Go for it. Although, this late into this run, I don't think we're actually going to see a Vampire Lord, but... whatever. Having bleed is fine.
Emo, the counters are pretty useful, but mostly for easily counting up to 10.
Yeah. Yeah, once you get into the further counting, it's like, what am I trying to achieve here? What setup could possibly benefit from having that extensive, you know, of a workaround and stuff like that? Not too
You
many.
can use them to easily split sparks between up to 10 paths.
Yeah, no, that's
evenly.
True. Yeah, that's true. Have you messed around with the hats at all? I've been finding a lot of usage for those. Let's just... Still didn't kill you, huh?
I'm aware of them, and acknowledge their usefulness.
But you're not using them? I've found that they're pretty useful.
Genuinely, I think they look ugly, so I just avoid using them.
That's... You know what? That's entirely fair. That is entirely fair. Aesthetics go a long way in a lot of games. So I cannot fault you for that. Not one bit. I kind of look at it as, yeah, they might be a little bit ugly sometimes, but most of the time, I'm not going to look at them anyway, because I'm setting them up on something I don't want to approach ever again.
Been a fun challenge avoiding them anyways.
Yeah, no, sometimes you gotta limit, you know, what tools you really use just for your own enjoyment. I get that. I don't think I've fought this boss with the tactician yet, so this is going to be an interesting fight. This boss has a lot of stuff going on. I mean, we'll be able to get our free shots on them. So maybe this won't be that bad, actually. Geometry. You love to see it. No, I'm not going to recall my balls. My balls are still doing damage. Oh, Jesus! Okay. That's fair. You know what? That's fair. I've been doing a lot of damage to you. It's fair that you can deal 80 damage to me all at once.
Oh, now rip.
Alright, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. Okay, I'll take Stone Master. Yeah, that was pretty good. So yeah, Tactician turns the game into a turn-based game. It's really funny how it works.
Aye, nice. GG.
Yeah. That I wasn't expecting that whole onslaught of stuff to happen there, but it's okay. I probably deserved it after how much I was bullying that boss. Do I have anything to build, really? I've got the Carpenter. That adds another passive slot. I would like that, so we'll save up for that. Let's see, who's another fun character we could play? Oh, I could show off the Radical. The Radical literally plays the game by himself. It's kind of funny, actually. So let's take you, and we'll fight... Where do we want to fight with you? We want to fight with you in the desert. Okay, so let's try to find a character I haven't beat the desert with. Empty Nester. Okay, sure, why not? The desert. Or the dessert, if you're fancy. Can't wait for more sand. It's delicious. Okay, so I don't even have to touch the controller. So we could chat a little bit if you want. Because yeah, I'm not touching the controller. I'm literally not doing anything. He's playing by himself. This is the funniest character I've seen in a video game. It's literally just like a demo mode. He moves, he collects experience, he fights, chooses all his upgrades.
Something coarse and gets everywhere.
Yes, thank you, yes. I hate sand. It's coarse, it's rough, it gets everywhere. You know, people always give that movie a lot of crap for its dialogue, but that sounds like the kind of thing an edgy, moody teenager would say to a girl to try and impress them. So I'm not even that upset with it, to be honest. Look at this guy. Making me look like a chump with how he's choosing his upgrades, and he's so good at the game. No, but yeah, no, this is the last character you can unlock, the Radical. Just plays the game by himself. I don't know if he even like is guaranteed to win, but it's just the computer against the computer. So that's kind of fun. He does make some stupid moves on occasion, especially in some boss fights. But generally, he makes pretty good decisions. Looks like he's going for the Sun upgrade.
TBH, I'm not much of a Star Wars fan, but the memes are everywhere.
The memes. Yeah, no, those memes are everywhere. I'm a Star Wars fan. What about, let's see, what other popular movies everybody's a fan of? Lord of the Rings. You like Lord of the Rings? Everybody likes Lord of the Rings. If you don't like Lord of the Rings, the only reason for that is because you haven't seen it, right?
I don't dislike it, just didn't get into it.
Oh, you should get into it. You should get into it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. Lord of the Rings, that's one of those series that, it's perfect. I don't think that's very controversial to say. Perfect movie. It's like Terminator 2. It's perfect. It's a perfect sequel. There's not very many movies that really go with that moniker, to be honest. I know there's a lot of buzzwords that people throw around and stuff like that, but yeah, just perfect. I rewatched Fellowship of the Ring.
Perfect movie XD.
Oh, come on! You don't think the Lord of the Rings series is perfect? What's wrong with it? There's not more of it?
There's
Okay.
a few issues, but it's still so good.
Okay, I want to hear these issues with the Lord of the Rings. I would like to hear them. Now, okay, also, are you talking extended, theatrical? Which version are you talking here? Because if you're going off of the extended versions, yeah, they have a little bit of problems here and there. I prefer to watch the extended, but they do have their problems in terms of pacing. There is some stuff that got cut out.
Extended edition OFC.
Of course, of course. I'll agree that there's some stuff in the extended editions that could use some work in terms of pacing. Some of the stuff, it's a little dragged out, or it's a little hand-holdy. The best example I can think of is in the Mines of Moria.
I don't mean pacing, mostly the plot holes.
Okay, I want to hear these plot holes. But one of my issues would be in terms of hand-holding is, okay, in the Mines of Moria, right, Gandalf there's this big exposition dump about Mithril and what the mines were, and Mithril is this great material, and so on and so forth. And the whole point of it is just to remind the audience that Frodo has the Mithril, chainmail shirt thing. And that's it. That's the whole reason why it's brought up. It's just to remind dumb audience members of the fact that Frodo has Mithril. So that way it's not a surprise later on when he gets stabbed by the troll. And it's like, you could trust the audience more. So that's why it was taken out for the standard edition. And I agree with that change. Okay, no, you're right. Lord of the Rings sucks. It's a shit movie. No. But plot holes, though. I'm interested to hear what your plot holes are.
How did the elves get summoned to the Hornburg in time?
How did the elves get summoned to the Hornburg in time? Elf magic? No, I don't know. That's a good one, though. I'm actually not sure. It's just one of those things. It's probably just obviously don't think about it that much. But no, that's fun. I mean, that's the whole point of talking about plot holes, though, right?
Oh, malfair.
I mean, it's not really fair to say magic. That's just a cop-out. But it is one of those things where if there is quote-unquote magic in a world or video game, a movie, whatever, you could kind of excuse a lot of stuff. But no, I agree. I agree with that. Yeah, screw you, owl boss. I haven't even really been paying attention about what's been happening in the game. I've just kind of trusted that the radical can take care of it. And so far he is.
Oh yeah, I know. But it's always funny to just be like, Gandalf summoned them.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. I mean, okay, that's one of those things also, which, okay, J.R.R. Tolkien, he's a great author and all that stuff. The books are great. I haven't read, all of them and all that stuff, all of his works. But when it comes to the magic system that's in Lord of the Rings, i.e. a soft magic system, you can make up whatever you want, right?
But yeah, Theoden never summoned the elves and was against bringing them, according to the movies.
According to the movies, yeah.
But they still showed up somehow right in time.
Yeah. I'm sure that there's some, reason. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head what it was in the books and all that for why they showed up. But, magic. But yeah, I mean, you can get away with anything in a soft magic system. It's obviously just because there's not rules.
Apparently they never showed up in the books.
Really? They never showed up in the books? Then that was just an invention of the movies for...
That was a movie-only thing.
Yeah, that was an invention of the movies just purely for spectacle then. That's all it was. Which... magic. Movie magic. That's the explanation. I guess you would chalk it up to Gandalf, or Gandalf got another moth or something like that to send a message. You could say almost anything. But as far as it being a plot hole, I don't know if that would really count as a plot hole. Because it doesn't really fix anything, because the situation would have been fixed with them or without them, right? So, does that count as a plot hole? I don't know. Because that whole situation, that really hinged on a few things, so... I don't know. It's again, you're getting into, like... You get into nitpicky territory with that kind of stuff, and... I mean, that's kind of the point of those types of discussions anyway.
I guess fair, but still a mark against it being perfect.
Okay, you know what? Fair. You got me, Muffin.
I don't mind it for the spectacle and fan service.
Yeah, I mean, it's just something to give the elves to do, I guess? I don't know. Otherwise, like, what are the elves doing? Right? Elves don't do shit. Would they, like... I saw a funny post the other day in, like, Lord of the Rings memes and stuff like that. It was talking about how... It was talking about the Fellowship and how they're all, at the place, and they're trying to figure out, who's gonna go and take the ring, and it was saying, Elrond, the one guy who's actually been to Mount Doom, doesn't volunteer to go to Mount Doom. It's like, yeah, no, he was like the only person there that's actually been to Mount Doom that we know of as far as the movies and all that are concerned. So it's like, yeah, you'd think Elrond would have gone.
Oh, now yeah, I saw that one too.
It was a good point. I'm sure there's a reason why he didn't go. Like, I don't know, maybe he had to figure out his boat ride, and he was all about the planning and logistics.
They can find their own way.
Exactly. He's like, you know what, just, it's straight shot. You go at the end of this hallway and you turn left, and you just go straight, and bam, you're at Mount Doom. Maybe to, like, the elves, the scale of the trip wasn't that big a deal. So he's like, they don't need supervision, they'll be fine. There's other adults on this trip. But I mean, maybe that would be Radical. You're not dodging any shot. Not that you need to, you're gonna kill him, but it's like, you're not dodging any of these shots, Radical. But yeah, maybe that was it. Maybe Elrond was like, it's just like a couple months' journey. It's nothing. Blink of an eye, really. I can't remember. How long was the trip to Moria?
My guess is he needed to look after Rivendell first and foremost, but also the big issue is if an immortal elf were to get the ring.
I guess, but at that point, if you're going to bring up an immortal creature, Gandalf, first and foremost. He's a god. Like, what? I know he's already got a ring, but, you could have more than one ring, and he would be a way bigger threat. I don't know. I don't buy it.
True.
Like, I get the justification.
Not quite a god, but yeah.
I mean, okay. He's pretty much a god, right? Pretty much. For all intents and purposes, in terms of power scales of Lord of the Rings, Gandalf is pretty much a god, okay? He's not like a great god. He can't just do anything. He's like a lowercase g god, if that makes sense. That makes sense. You're not dumb. I don't know. I think Elrond was just like being a lazy bitch. He was just being a diva, and he was too concerned about his little boat ride. That's what it was. That's the truth.
I mean, if you have Tears of Gods, then sure.
Of course you have Tears of Gods. Come on. It's Lord of the Rings. Of course you got tears. You kidding me? Okay, let's see. You want to see Juggler? We could do Juggler. Let's do Juggler X.
I usually think of him as closer to an angel, as someone sent by the gods.
Fair. Fair. But I don't know, the whole like resurrection thing and all that, I think that kind of skirts him past that. The angel comparison is fair though, because what, he's a Maiar, is that what they're called? Yeah, anyway.
But yeah, nitpick details.
Exactly, you understand. Let's go with the pressure valve.
Yep, Maiar.
Yeah, Maiar, that's what it was. Surprised that the chat actually said that kind of correctly. Okay, so Juggler. The way Juggler works is you pick a spot. So you pick a spot and they throw the balls in the sky, and then they land and they bounce from there. So you could do stuff like land balls behind, and the orientation or the pathing depends on where you are.
Even a broken clock is right twice a day.
Exactly. So we're going to chuck this over here. So the Juggler is cool because you can throw them into the enemy lines, which is very nice. So if you want to get balls like behind the units and stuff like that, pretty convenient. Heck, I could even throw that into an enemy like this. It's kind of funny.
Oh yeah, that's neat. Seems pretty powerful.
It actually is, depending on how you have your setups and stuff like that. There's another character we'll play with the next run that is similar in terms of how the physics are changed in the game, and it's pretty cool. So we'll get into that. So let's just throw here, and there you go. So yeah, with this character I could like throw in between here in the middle of the pack like that. Pretty cool.
But yeah, not really a plot hole, but Gimli and Merry both get the short end of the stick, coming off as more of comic relief than they were
Than they were supposed to? Yeah, no. Not the beard! And all that stuff, yeah. It's one of those unfortunate things that comes with movies. Obviously, with books, you've got more time to develop characters. So you can go... Let's just go here. Now, unfortunately, we've lost a little bit of our ability to deal massive amounts of damage. So we'll have to get some more upgrades and stuff. That was a pretty good one, though. Okay, I kind of want to deal with this whole front line situation we've got going right here.
Like myself, currently building a processor XD. Oh yeah, that's neat, seems pretty powerful. But yeah, not really a plot hole, but Gimli and Merry both get the short end of the stick, coming off as more of comic relief than they were which was still fun, but yeah. YouTube froze for a bit, but I'm back.
Okay, that's probably where the freeze came in. It's like, why are you repeating everything you said before? That's why. That makes sense. It's probably my internet. Okay. Yeah, I'll take an upgrade for the burn. Let's go with this. Gotta deal with these guys. There we go. Magma. Magma spreads the burn effect in an area around the shot. So pretty good. And, you know, I'll take another earthquake. So this way, we would want the shot to land directly behind him and bounce off like this. And you're dead. You love it. You love to see it. Midnight Oil is an interesting idea. Let's take it. Let's take Earthquake and Lightning Rod and combine them. Does this do... Yes! Okay. So the way Lightning Rod works is when it hits an enemy, it plants a Lightning Rod into them, and then it strikes them with lightning every 2.5 seconds, dealing an amount of damage to nearby units. Originally it was only on hit, so every one enemy it hit. But since I combined it with the Earthquake, now it's going to spread that Lightning Rod effect to enemies in a 4x4 tile area. So, yes. Very cool. We'll see if it fully works that way, but yeah. And actually, maybe it's not working. I don't know, I thought it was gonna work that way, but maybe not? I don't know, still kind of hard to tell. Maybe it's just the lightning effect as in the lightning that strikes. Fire, please. Yeah, Poison Earthquake could work. Yeah, just clear out the whole right side of the screen. You love to see it.
I'm curious about your TTS.
Oh, the text-to-speech, that whole thing? That's actually from the PlayStation 5. Swamp. Yeah, it links up with the chat and all that stuff, so whenever it gets the message through and all that, it does it. So that's all through that. See if it does Japanese. Doesn't appear to. Probably only set up for English. I don't know. Throw some Spanish in there.
Oh, now rip.
Yeah, nope. Yeah, probably only recognizes like the English alphabet.
Yo no hablo español.
I might be able to do that if, like, I had set up a different language. I'm pretty sure you can set up your system language as Japanese. That wouldn't make sense if you couldn't, right? It's a fucking PlayStation. Throw some Latin in there. See if it knows Latin. I don't think I want a gem spring.
Well, don't forget region-locked consoles do exist.
That's fair. Yeah.
If the PS5 is one PO.
It probably is. Like, they definitely have North American versions of PlayStation 5s and stuff like that. Makes sense. Alright, let's just do that. Wow, that was way more effective than I thought it was going to be. I don't think I want the Ghostly Corset, to be honest. Get him, singular baby ball. Take a light, sure. One. Two. Too easy. Okay, we could combine Swamp with Magma, I think. And Area of Effect from Magma also inflicts status effect from Swamp. That's fine.
Let's try the dummy Latin text.
Do it. I don't think it's gonna work.
Lorem ipsum dolor sidamet, consector ad api singulit, sed duius ma tempor insitigiant ut laborit dolor magna alica.
Lorem ipsum. Really? Of all the Latin?
Oh, I think it'll work. Just horribly.
I mean, it worked. Lorem ipsum. Get out of here.
Oh, that's everything I was hoping it would be.
That's pretty funny. You're good people, Muffin. You're good people.
Like I said, dummy Latin text.
You're right. No, you're right. Man. I feel like I only ever see that in newspapers and movies and stuff like that anymore. I mean, where else are you going to put it, really? But I feel like that's the only place I ever see it anymore. One. Oh, there's Magic Staff, finally. Magic Staff increases your area of effect damage. So pretty much everything we've got going on right now. Guess we could go with these guys. Poison and light, that seems useless.
Of my number one feature request for Odd Sparks would be being able to mirror gates.
Being able to mirror gates. I mean, I would like to mirror all buildings, you know, having the drop-off be on the other side, or have the, you know, drop-off be on the other side of buildings and stuff like that. Just mirroring everything, really, would be nice. But yeah,
oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Just mirroring in general would be a boon, I think. Because it does kind of limit how you want to do your setups and stuff like that, ever so slightly. Not like a lot, but a little bit.
I keep thinking about trying to make a mod to do that, but setting up UE just to make a mod is such a pain.
I cannot relate. I'm going to be real with you. Because, you know, console gamer. But I can relate with being lazy. I am very lazy.
Hella mood.
Exactly. You get it. So many numbers. I love seeing numbers.
The numbers, Mason.
What do they mean?
What do they mean?
Bam! Snake. Snaky boy. Snaky boy is
That
here.
line will never be lived down.
It's true. Certain things, man, they're just too good. This boss is so screwed. You're never gonna hit me.
Me when I'm about to submit an HR complaint.
Exactly.
This boss is so screwed.
I'm about to ruin your whole career.
No joke, a previous boss of mine was fired for gross incompetence.
That's not too surprising. A lot of bosses are incompetent. Balls, get back down. Ah, they only bounce so many times. It's too bad. Would have been good. You're done, son. You're done, son! You're already dead. You just don't know it yet. Oh, man. It is currently 10:54 in the PM for me. Not sure what time it is for you. Okay, you're collecting some stuff, you're collecting some stuff, you're also collecting some stuff. Okay. Skip. Let's combine you with another character. Actually, since we've got enough money, let's build the carpenter. Doesn't really matter where I put you. Guess that works. Okay. Let's combine the physicist with the juggler. No, actually, not the juggler. Let's combine you with the spendthrift. No. Physicist with the spendthrift. The spendthrift, like, throws all the balls out like a shotgun. It'll be fun. Okay, let's do this in... You know, let's do it in the Heavenly Gates. This is one of... No, actually, the dagger would be better. So yeah, the way this character works is all the balls get dragged to the back of the screen, and they bounce around until they reach there. So, depending on the physics that you choose, the further up you go, the more bounce the balls will have. So the closer you are, the less velocity